Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
Glow Yard. Hey, we made it to summer. Let's get it. We made it to the finals, but we out for the summer. What an exciting season, what's next, I wonder. Relle and King with the Glow Yard on Playback. When October comes, he said, Nico, run it back. We made it through the storm and we almost got the chip. We had some tough games, but now we ain't quit. We saw them boys come together, others fall apart. But most important thing, we saw our teams got heart. Luka making records and Kyrie making moves. When there's breaking news, Relle and King got it for you. When you wanna see some damn perspective views, when you on YouTube, make you know who to shoot. Whether you wanna talk or vent or who's who, just keep it respectful to my Glow Yard crew. At WTN, just to speak to the panel, and welcome to the We Talk Mavs channel. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. When October comes, he said, Nico.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, members only edition, man. I know y'all used to it being in the morning, but now it's in the evening time. We definitely appreciate y'all joining your boys, man, for another episode, man. Listen, if you guys are brand new to the channel, guys, if you're brand new, if you're into Dallas Mavericks content, you are in the right place. Go ahead and do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. And go ahead and join the Glow Yard family as we get ready to start the season here. We'll be here pretty soon. What's it now, King? 4 days? We're 4 days away from Media Day, I believe.
Yeah.
I think after 5 or 4. I think it's 4. 4 days left.
Next Monday.
I think
the Monday
after
this next one coming up. Yep.
Yeah. So can't wait, y'all. Also, too, man, everybody hit that like button, too, man. Hit that like button. Help us build that algorithm up to find more Mav fans like yourselves, guys. Listen, man, we got a good one for y'all today. Y'all see the background. We're about to have a nice little round table discussion with some prominent Mav content creators, man. Good friends of ours. So we're definitely going to get into that, man. But listen, before we do all that, man, y'all already know how we got to do it, man. We got to start the channel off right by showing love to the sponsor of the channel, man.
Before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to FANATICS for hooking the channel up with a personalized link for you guys and ladies to get all of your official NBA Dallas Mavericks merchandise and apparel. If you're interested in helping the channel at all, please scan the QR code on the screen or check out the link in the description. We appreciate all of the continued support, and big thanks go out to FANATICS once more for hooking us up over here at We Talk Mavs.
Yes, sir, guys and ladies. Y'all already know it's never too late to go ahead and copy some brand new Mav merch. Just scroll on down to the description box below. There is a link to FANATICS in the description box. Simply click on that link and have at thee. Go ahead and copy some brand new Mav merch, man. Get ready for this new season, man. The season is almost underway. Can't wait, King. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, listen, man. Got a good one up here for y'all today, man. Like I said, you know these guys. They've been on the show before. Y'all follow their content. And we're just going to have that general Mav discussion like we always have, man. Y'all already know how we do whenever we have guests onto the show. So we got to bring them up proper. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we have Enyi, Reese, and Locke from Master here on with us today, man. They get that nice little can clap, man. Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, joining us today, man, per usual. So what's good with y'all, fellas?
I'm doing good. It's good to have good to finally be talking. Oh, sorry, my bad, Reese.
No. I didn't realize we was talking over each other. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's cool to be talking Mavs. I haven't really spoke on any podcast in quite some time. But, you know, got some thoughts.
It's been a while.
Chill with the fellas and talk Mavs. Enjoy a good Friday night.
Yes, sir, man. Listen,
y'all asked me to come on. I'm more than welcome. I feel more than welcome. Is what I mean. Like, I'll come on anytime y'all ask, as long as I'm free. It's been a while since I chopped it up with y'all.
Do you
Yes, sir.
like them in his do-rag?
Because I think last time we was on with you, Reese, I think me and King on y'all show. That was around the final. Yeah, the finals. Yeah. So that's the last time we chopped it up, man.
Good time.
And of course we got Lock on with us, man. Listen, y'all don't know about this one. Y'all don't know about this one. I haven't shown y'all anything. King doesn't even know about this. I got these 3 videos I'm gonna show y'all, man. I just want to get y'all's natural reaction on this. Actually, one of them me and King already talked about, so he kind of already know about this one. But the other 2 y'all don't. Y'all probably seen them on Twitter. It's probably where y'all seen these videos at. But just want to get y'all's natural reaction because me and King have been venting here over the last maybe couple shows over the national media and so forth and so forth. So I kind of want to get y'all's opinion on some of these, man. Are y'all ready?
I guess.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. What
don't raise my blood pressure, bro.
Hey, man, I'm about to test y'all. I'm about to test y'all ESPN love out here, man. I'm about to test y'all's ESPN love, man.
It's gonna be bad.
Hold on, should I change my name to ESPN #1 fan?
If it's ESPN, I know I haven't seen it because I have not clicked on anything ESPN on social media in who knows how long.
Reese, you a good man. You a good man, bro.
I haven't even looked at anything sports in quite some time. So let's see.
Yeah. All right, man. Here we go. Here's clip number 1. This is King's favorite reporter of all time, Brian Windhorst.
Respect for a perk, I'm not going to say bam. How about we say boom and start with number 5. How about the Dallas Mavericks? Now, we know that Dallas is going to be a very formidable team again this year with Luka and Kyrie back. I think their continuity will certainly help. I think that run that they made last year in the playoffs really showed how good they can be. Plus, we may see even a more developed Derek Lively. He's been shooting 3-pointers in the offseason. If he adds that, that's a whole nother dimension. And I didn't even mention Klay Thompson. In 4th, boom! How about the Wolves of Minnesota? Because they won a ton of games last year, and I know that they beat the Mavericks, or they got beat by the Mavericks in the playoffs. This team is still one of the best defensive teams in the league. They have Ant Edwards, who I think could become an MVP candidate this year. They are going to be very formidable because they didn't cut any payroll. There was some concern about whether or not they were going to be able to do that, and they brought their top teams back. This one could be controversial, Malika. Boom with the Denver Nuggets. I know we just spent a whole segment earlier talking about why the Nuggets may backslide. And I don't think that the Nuggets will have the 3rd best record during the regular season. But if Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are right, beating them best of 7 is going to be very, very hard. I know that they went down last year, but I honestly believe they were not that far off from repeating. All right, number 2, a fast rising team. Boom! That would be the Thunder from Oklahoma City. This is a team that of all these teams in the top 5 has added to their roster this offseason by adding Isaiah Hartenstein and that stunning trade early in the offseason, bringing in Alex Caruso. And I think you're going to see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander only continue to dominate. Number 2 in the MVP standings. Great chance to be number 1 this year. But our number 1 in the Tower of Power, you know where I'm going. Boom! How about the defending champions? It flies in the face of your list there, Malika, that we may not have a repeat champion. Guess what? This is the best chance we've seen to repeat in years. Now, Kristaps Porzingis is going to miss the early part of the season recovering from that ankle surgery, but this team is deep. They are young. They are equipped to compete. Absolutely, the East is going to be harder for them to dominate this year.
Well,
I have thoughts.
I have thoughts, but
hold on, y'all. I'm not even done. I'm not done. I'm gonna show y'all one more video. No. I'm gonna show you one more video because this kind of lines up. This lines up with what we got to talk about, man. So check this video out. Me and King already seen this one. I just want to get y'all's opinion on this one. King's favorite center of all time. He just ordered the jersey off of Michelin Ness. It's on its way, man. Matter of fact, he got a custom-made Mavs jersey with this man's last name on the back, man. He already ready. So here we go.
I'm going to go with Dallas. I'm going to go with Dallas. I'm going to go with Dallas. Here's why, right? Like, is Klay Thompson really going to turn back the hands of time, right? Is he going to be that guy that's going to consistently knock down shots? And then Luka. We saw last season, when he got to the NBA Finals, some could argue that Luka somewhat ran out of gas. He's going to put up the numbers because he's going to have the ball in his hands When it comes down to scoring, he's going to get his volume of shots. When it comes down to the assists, he's going to make plays because now he got those lob threats. And when it's rebound, he's one of the, if not one of the best rebounding guards/wings in the game. But I'm looking at the Mavs, and no one is really fearing them right now. I mean, got people getting better. I expect Minnesota to come out be better, and I expect the Lakers and so forth to be better. So I would have to look at the Dallas Mavericks. It's a reason that they wasn't top 5 on that list for as title contenders for his fate.
And that was the all-knowing Kendrick Perkins, man. I know that's y'all's favorite guy, man. That's the one guy everybody follows and hangs on to his every word. Me and King already kind of tackled the Kendrick Perkins part, man. I think last show. Kind of get y'all opinion on it, man. Let me start with you, Enyi, man. What's your opinion on what you just heard between Brian Windhorst and Kendrick Perkins?
I don't know if the national media has something against Dallas. It makes no sense. If you look at it, what Dallas did last year, essentially with less than half of the year left, getting themselves situated. Because remember, after the trade deadline, we were on an up and then a big down and then fixed ourselves up. And then, so there's a lot of things they had to figure out well after the start of the season. And then you bring a lot of those guys back. You probably, most people believe you upgraded your roster, and then you go and put us fifth. You put the Wolves ahead of us. What do the Wolves do?
Drafted a point guard.
You drafted. Now, I'm not gonna be the person to be like, you can't count on a rookie, because we literally just did that last year. Now, here's what I'm going to say. The additions that they made to their team, though, what additions did they make to their team?
I was just about to ask you, what additions are those?
I think
I drafted a point guard.
That's
it. Top of my head, the main one is Joe Ingles, but that's really it.
Okay.
Who pretty got playing time in Orlando.
So the problem that they had last year, that essentially no one could guard Luka, or they had a hard time guarding Luka. So they only have one or two bodies that can guard Luka, and you don't want the other one to guard Luka, because that being Ann Edwards. So now you just have Jaden McDaniels. You lost the other one that could kind of sort of hold his own a little bit. And Kyle Anderson, he's gone.
Yep.
And then Dillingham is like 6'4", I think, right? About 180-something pounds. That's not stopping Luka. I don't see the Wolves in a 7-game series on paper. I don't see the Wolves taking on the Mavericks or improving that much. Now, unless people think Ant is going to have some meteoric rise and Rudy Gobert is going to all of a sudden become relevant in the postseason, Cat is going to turn into a competent basketball player in the postseason, then maybe I can see the point that, yes, the Wolves have a better roster. But until they prove themselves, I don't see it. Denver, I definitely don't see it. A lot of people said if Denver won that 7-game series, they don't think the Mavs would have beat Denver. I beg to differ. I think the Mavericks actually matched up better with Denver than they did with Minnesota. The Denver, with all their players that they had, I guess having KCP back then probably would have had a better matchup against the Mavericks. But since they lost him, who's guarding Luka? If you want to stop the Mavericks, you got to stop Luka. And if you don't have anybody that can stop Luka on that roster, who? Because you're going to put Aaron Gordon on him? Good luck.
And see, I'll even take it a step further, because it's not who can guard Luka. You need somebody that wants to guard Luka. If you don't have anybody that wants to guard Luka,
come on now, dog.
it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's not possible. It's all them boys gonna be able to say is, that's it.
I agree. So, okay, so and then Luka gets past your point of attack defender, right? Who's coming up to protect the rim? It's not going to be Jokic.
Wait, whoa,
right?
whoa! He locked down. Don't do that, Enyi. He locked down. Don't you do that, Enyi.
So they
Locked
got
down on the
worse.
ground.
Yeah, for some reason, and I get it. People love Jokic. He's top whatever player in the league. I still think Luka's a better player than he is. Jokic is a top 3 player in the league. If not 1, he's probably 2. But that roster has gotten worse since their championship. Now, people are talking about OKC. That's kind of like the major talking point going on in offseason, that OKC won the offseason and they're the team to beat in the West. If you asked me, now it could be Maverick bias. I'm not blind to my bias. However, I still don't. Okay, Dort can guard Luka. I just don't know what they can do. And now they might. Okay, so they added Hartenstein and Caruso. Those are very key additions, but we also had some key additions. If the Klay Thompson piece doesn't work out, guess what we still have coming behind him? We still got a Najee Marshall. And we can still run back a team similar to last year, probably even better with more offensively competent player in Najee Marshall than the Derrick Jones. That has given Shea fits in the postseason. I mean, might go 7 games, but I if I'm a betting man, I'll still put my money on Dallas on that. And then Boston, of course, they pay over $200 million for their starting 5, so they pretty much essentially bought a championship. So yes, I will put them at I will put Boston number 1. I can't really say anything to that, but if I'm being real, I mean Mavericks are 2 or 3 to me.
All right, what you got, Reese?
All right, so I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible when I say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have more of an issue with the second video than the first. I don't have a big issue with the first video simply because a couple weeks ago, me and Bibbs did NBA Power Rankings on our Patreon podcast, and as far as like the West matched up, I did have us third in terms of regular season, because as far as like injury concerns and stuff go, as far as Kyrie Irving and sometimes Luka, I think the way the standings will play out, Minnesota and OKC is built better to last through the regular season. If we're talking playoffs, I don't think it's a question. I don't think it's a question. I understand they added Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso for defense, and that's cool. But that shit don't help you in the playoffs. It helps you in the playoffs, but that wasn't what they were missing when they went up against us. Mm-hmm. They had Shea and nobody to back him up. J-Dub ain't step up. So now you hoping on a prayer that this guy takes a leap offensively and can help Shea in the playoffs. I'm not counting on that. I'm still taking the Mavericks. Minnesota Timberwolves, your number 2 is still Karl Anthony Towns. I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
He's been in the league for a long time.
I said it, Reese. I said it.
There's nothing else you can show me.
Yeah,
built for the regular season, absolutely. Playoffs, absolutely not. Unless, and it's possible, Anthony Edwards, as far as playmaking, when he's being doubled and they're throwing the blitz at him, if he improves in that aspect, cool, which is possible because he's a young player. He's a great player. You know, he's still getting better. But as long as your number 2 is Karl Anthony Towns, and as long as you're starting Rudy Gobert, I don't believe it. I'm not even going to give the Nuggets the time of fucking day, to be quite honest. We're not even doing that. I'm sorry. Like, you want, at least OKC and Minnesota got defense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to talk about the team that just signed Russell Westbrook, and I love Russell Westbrook. But let's be honest. Y'all signed Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry. Who's the starting shooting guard over there? Christian Brown?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh dang!
Yeah, it is Christian Brown now.
Come on, man. Come on,
Well.
man. Be for real. My issue with the second thing, first of all, is Kendrick Perkins. Red flag.
Oh God. Yep.
Secondly, talking about a collapse. And if he wanted to talk about, like I said, Luka injury problems, Kyrie injury, if you want to talk about that, cool. If you want to talk about the fact we made some moves, but to most of the public, people who aren't really locked in on basketball like that, these are majority unknowns. Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall. They don't know about these guys like that.
Yeah.
We do, because unlike people at ESPN, we actually watch basketball. But I don't.
What?
It's insane, But to talk about Klay Thompson, and I'm so sick and tired of oh man, is Klay going to turn back the clock? We don't need Klay to turn back the clock. We don't need 2016, 17, 18, 19 Klay Thompson. We didn't go and get Klay Thompson expecting.
Why is this man preaching over here? Why are you preaching?
You know what Klay Thompson we went to get, and because I want to make sure I got this right. I want to make sure I wasn't tripping. We went and got the Klay Thompson who shot 39% on 9 attempts last year from 3. That's the Klay Thompson we went to get.
Yeah.
We went to get the Klay Thompson who played 77 games last year. That's the Klay Thompson we went to get. The Klay Thompson that played 30 minutes last year per game. That's the Klay Thompson we went to get. Klay Thompson that averaged 18 points per game last year. Yeah, that's the Klay Thompson we went to get.
Do you think you even need him to average 18 a game next year?
Wait, hold up. I ain't here because y'all said something at the same time.
I was saying.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, what church you preach at?
Hold up. All right, bro. What you say?
And he just kept trying.
We play the drop.
I'm just saying. I was asking what church you preach at, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my suit on or nothing, man.
I preach at the house of Reese every Sunday.
I see, man. But go ahead. Anyway, you saying?
No, I was asking, and I was having this discussion with DDP earlier. But let me get your take. Do you think we need Klay Thompson to put up 18 points per game next year?
No, that's a luxury. Klay Thompson was putting up 18 points per game because he was playing when Steph Curry had nobody else that could shoot the ball.
Yeah. So I was talking with DDP, and I essentially said that we just need Klay Thompson to be what Tim Hardaway was supposed to be.
I ain't gonna. We can go to lock. We got more people. I got something to say about that one. Trust me.
That's all I got to say. I got all of mine out.
I've been preaching that for the longest. We need somebody who could be more consistent as a third option, bro. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
15 points per game, and I'm cool.
Go ahead, Locke.
It's gonna sound simple, but I'm okay if we even use Klay as just a decoy. Nobody's gonna leave him.
You can't.
We needed spacing. So he can even go out there and have a THJ performance, but they're not going to leave him or give him space like they did THJ. And not to mention, he has a capable mid-range game.
Yep.
So he's definitely going to be able to eat there. And let's talk about Najee Marshall. I mean, Najee Marshall is a beast on all levels. I called it out a while ago saying that if it came down to it, I think he can take PJ Washington's spot. Standing on business. And that's a hot take. But just wait. They call him the knife for a reason.
Got 2 dogs, man.
I don't think it's a beef. But look, first and foremost, the first video, we were disrespected and respected at the same time. I'm not mad because Brian had us in the top 5, so I can't be like, man, you had us in the top 5. You could have not had us on the screen at all. But at the same time, to have the Denver Nuggets ahead of us, like the ESPN is just so boring and tired and just so easy now.
Predictable.
It's predictable. They just go with the same flow. It's like nobody wants to try anything. No one uses their eyes and sees that things changes or whatever. They just say, oh, you know what, Boston? Well, KP's missing. KP missed the whole year next year. And then we upgraded. we wanted to play them without KP, but that's a different story. Then the Denver Nuggets, you just talked about them losing their team and not knowing what's going to be the next step for their franchise, but you didn't put them ahead of the Mavericks. The OKC Thunder, I already told you, they didn't get, like kind of what Enyi said, they didn't get anything better to as far as beat us. They were a smaller, their whole thing was being a smaller Boston Celtics in a way, and that was having space, and if Chet was to shoot the ball well and all, you get Lively out of the paint. When you put Hartenstein out there and give him $30 million, now you got a guy that's guaranteed to play now, and you got him in the paint, which means Lively can stay in the basketball game and clog the paint as much as he wants to now. That was a stupid move. Hartenstein's not a starting center. You gave him $30 million for 3 years. That's going to be foolish. I don't care what they say or what happens. I'm telling you, that move's going to be foolish. Alex Caruso is injury prone. I don't know the last time he played a full season or ever been,
Yes.
Yeah, so that's him. But somehow, some way they got them too, and they became just this great team. Minnesota, I don't, like you said, Rudy Gobert is still playing on the floor. Ant's that dude, but Ant's, last time I checked, he's not better than Luka. He's not better than Kyrie, in my opinion. But
you sure?
I mean, that's what we're talking about. It was saw in the playoffs when he called them out. That's all I saw. But that happened. And then also the slide on us is that they keep underrating our defense. For some reason, everything that the Mavericks did last year is just what happened in the finals. Nothing else. So it's not like our defense didn't check Minnesota. It was like, oh, okay, no, that didn't happen. Or not even like Enyi said, that run after the trade, because we only had the trade for like 30 games or whatever, where we went up, had a drop, and then basically won every other game until the last two where we decided not to play. And then went in the playoffs and went to the finals and had the number one defense and ran all that with that. But, our team just got better. We got rid of DJJ, who wasn't even seen as a great defensive piece until after the trade with the lineup got together. We got rid of him, but got Najee Marshall. And instead of him taking P.J. Washington's spot, as Locke said, I'd rather him be a guy that can actually play with P.J. Washington, where you got both of them guys on the floor at times, and they can actually go at guys and stop them along with Lively. I think that's a major piece. You got Klay Thompson, as I've been saying for the longest time. I said it last year when Klay Thompson was being shopped, and they would talk about he possibly being shopped. I said, hey, would you trade Tim Hardaway Jr. right now for Klay Thompson? And folks were telling me, no, that's ridiculous and all. And I'm like, do you not understand what Klay Thompson is? Like, I don't care what's going on. Klay Thompson last year had to be a number one on the team at times because Steph was missing time. He had to be a number one defender on the team at times because Draymond Green was being foolish at times. This is all stuff at this point in his career that Klay Thompson shouldn't be. We all know that. But if you put Klay Thompson, when the last time Klay Thompson had a center behind him like Derek Lively?
Yes.
Never.
Okay. When the last time Klay Thompson been asked to be like the fourth best defender on the team?
Yes.
Never.
Okay. When has Klay Thompson been asked to shoot maybe the third most threes on this team?
Oh, that's easy. Yes.
Got you. That's never happened before, but allegedly he can't. Like we talked about before multiple times, Klay Thompson has played games since he's came back from both his injuries. It's just the two major injuries that happened, but as far as him being on the floor and playing games in the season, he gives you 70 games every season. That's just what Klay Thompson does. I think his defensive fall is overrated. Like I said, not having guys behind him, Draymond Green not there to protect him and help him out. I think when he has Lively and those guys behind him, if you have a smart defender like Klay Thompson that's been an all-defensive defender before and all, he'll know exactly what to do in the scheme that we play and know how to funnel guys at Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, however we play. I think, like you said, Klay Thompson shot 39% from three last year. That's perfectly fine. Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't shoot that. So if we just switched places and at the end of the day, Klay Thompson didn't start, we asked him to be out six man, and he shot 39% from three, we'd be super happy this year. We might be NBA champions last year. That's how I feel with Klay Thompson being there. Quentin Grimes, all these guys, I don't feel like we got worse anyway, at all. I don't think Josh Green. I think I had the conversation with Relle, maybe last members only. I said everybody on the team, the most important piece we lost of our team last year was Derrick Jones Jr. Would everyone agree?
Yep.
Out of everyone we got in the trade, who's Derrick Jones Jr. better than? Or just in offseason? Who is he for sure better than?
He's not for sure better than anybody.
So with that being said, we didn't get worse. We got better offensively and defensively, no matter what ESPN tries to say. Kendrick Perkins can keep trying to yell the Lakers somehow, some way, and get them involved in there and yelling their name. We are damn sure better than the Lakers without Kyrie Irving. I think we're better than the Lakers right now. I think if Kyrie was hurt right now, we could beat the Lakers, and I'd be like, okay, we fine against the Lakers. I'm tired of that same old story ESPN gives. Like I said, the only thing I disagree with Reese about, I think the Mavericks going for the 1 seed this year. I think this is the year where Luka going to try to get his MVP. I saw last year, like we saw with that lineup last year, they were on pace to win 57 after the trade deadline, and that was with those guys they had. That was just getting together, not having a full offseason. I think when you ask PJ Washington now to be a full-time role player now instead of being what he was on Charlotte, to actually come in the season and be that guy, know his role and what he's going to do. You get Klay Thompson doing it as well, and Najee Marshall that wants to be involved. Sam, we're going to win a championship at the media day when he got introduced. You also got Quentin Grimes, who's now close to home, who can have friends and all here the same way like PJ Washington did, and he's in a contract year. He's got to go out there and prove he's better than Josh Green. Okay. I really think this team is set up to possibly have, if we don't have a top 10 defense and top 10 offense this year, I'm mad. That's how I feel. And I really think we shouldn't be top 10, like maybe beat with top 5 on both sides. I really think we're that good. And it's not the bias. It's not a bias. It's just based off of what I've seen and what we added and the trust in Nico. And now I guess Jason Kidd, as far as having Jason Kidd type players. But that's all I really want to say, bro.
So everybody preaching today, man. It's not even Sunday. I don't know what y'all doing, man. Wait till Sunday when y'all start spitting these facts out here, man. Listen, let me. I don't even know where to begin. Y'all been hitting on some points. Y'all, Enyi and Reese, y'all pretty much said some things me and King have already said on this show. Let me ask y'all before I go in. Let me ask y'all this one question. What weakness do we have on the team now? Take your time.
None. Out of all the things that we have been as Mavs fans complaining about, center, we got that. We got 2 of that.
Gotcha.
Third ball handler, we got multiple.
Okay.
Because we don't talk. I mean, I probably heard his name mentioned once this whole offseason. We still got Dante Exum.
Yep.
And we got Smith Dinwiddie now.
And one more weakness we had, any that you didn't name yet. We had for the last couple of years or whatever.
You said what was the last weakness we had? We didn't have.
I think I got another weakness of neither one of y'all thinking about, but go ahead.
It's wings.
Oh yeah,
we needed wings.
I got another one.
What was the other
one? Shooting. It goes along with shooting.
That's
free throw shooting. We're no longer a bad free throw shooting team anymore.
Your two of your best, 3 of your best players are some of the best free throw shooters in NBA history.
Yep.
But listen, the reason why I asked y'all this,
two of them shot over 90% last year, and Luka was shot 78.
He was close to 80. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna shoot even better this year.
Me too.
But listen, man. Like I said, y'all hit some points, man. Let me start out by saying this. I hate ESPN with all my heart and soul, bro. King knows this. I hate ESPN, bro. I don't watch ESPN. I hate it so much. I've asked this question before. I don't know why out of all the sports, basketball gets covered by clowns, bro. I can watch football and they have insightful people who cover football. Baseball, they have insightful people who cover baseball. Only basketball, we get these idiots like Kendrick Perkins and Gilbert Arenas and guys like this, loudmouth people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, just saying stuff just to get clout and get eyeballs, right? I get tired of that, bro. That's why I follow more YouTube channels than I do ESPN. I haven't watched ESPN in so long. A lot of times when y'all see these video clips and stuff like that, I either get it off of Twitter or somebody sends it to me, right? I do not watch ESPN whatsoever. And it's to the point, I've said this before too, a lot of their takes are starting to bleed over to a lot of these people on YouTube. You got the Tuckers, you got the AM Hoops, you got them guys like that. Listen to these folks, and they regurgitate the same thing that they say. Like y'all said, Tucker is Sports Logic. Yeah, Sports Logic. And so like
the conservative person.
Oh no,
he talking hoop?
Tucker.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know. But no. So that's why I say, man, too, with I think Reese had touched on it, man. Like these guys aren't touching the games. And no, King touched on it because you talked about the fact that it's getting lazy. Yeah. You hear I said this on the last show, King. You're starting to hear these people all say the exact same thing, which means that it's scripted.
Yep. And
none of y'all have an original thought in your head on these teams. Like I said, if you watch this team the way you claim you watched them, bro, you can't sit here and tell me we didn't get better. Matter of fact, I told King this too. I was looking up some content the other day, and I typed in Dallas Mavericks. And all these narratives that ESPN is trying to pour out to us saying that Dallas is not better than these other 4 teams that just named off of here, or Kendrick Perkins saying we're not top 5 or whatever the case is. I told King I was looking up content, and I seen a gajillion videos of people who are just outside the Dallas fan base or whatever, or cover the NBA or whatever. All these folks had videos of Dallas being the most underrated team. Dallas making the best moves of the offseason. Dallas possibly being the number 1 in the West. Dallas possibly winning the championship this year. All these videos. And so I'm seeing all these videos of people saying this stuff. But yet I turn over to ESPN over the last, what I say, King, about a month now. You turn it over to the ESPN and they were spewing nonsense like this. Like you said, Windhorse gave us a compliment, but gave us was killing us in the same sense. We didn't make any sense. You got the Denver Nuggets, who we literally just sat here and saw over the last 2 years have been losing key players. Their fan base right now is killing their GM and Calvin Booth. It's killing them because they're losing players and they're not adding people on top of that.
And Jamal Murray might be falling off a cliff.
Jamal Murray had one of his worst summers.
If I was a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, I'd be mad at that list too. Because how y'all got Denver over them? Damn,
and they just beat them.
Just beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say that's why I say I don't listen to ESPN, man, because it doesn't make any sense. We've been hearing Oklahoma City. I told Keenan on the last show. They matter of fact, Kendrick Perkins had another video here a few days ago talking about was it MVP or MVP?
Yeah,
he got the MVP. He's saying that who's gonna get there first? He talked about it was gonna be Ant over Luke and all that type of stuff, right? And bro, the reasoning for him having Ant over Luka is because Ant made it to the Western Conference Finals.
That was seriously his. He said, "I'm gonna go with."
Hold on, let me make sure I said that loud enough for the people in the back to hear me.
Is there a video for this? Can someone?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was gonna play that too. I couldn't find it.
But send me that video on Twitter. That's crazy.
Listen, he said
who said this?
The reason your favorite center of all time, Kendrick Perkins, said this.
It's on our last video, wasn't it? That's the one we did last, wasn't it?
It might be the video before last. It might be the video before last because we talked about it. He said he's going to win a championship. He's going to win MVP because he took his team to the Western Conference Finals last year. Now, I just showed y'all a video of y'all hearing this man say Luka lost gas, he was tired in the finals, all this old stuff. Do y'all remember the narrative in the Western Conference Finals on why Ant didn't show up?
It wasn't a narrative. It was real life.
What did he need? He needed O2, didn't he?
This man was. He looked like a lineman after running back a pick six.
But Luka ran out of gas though. This is what I was told.
What's that shirt on today? That's what I was told. What's that word you said he went to?
To the firehouse. He went to the firehouse because something had burned down his house. That's where he went. It could have been finals because what's the name went to the Western Conference Finals. But go ahead, Reese.
Who did Minnesota play in the Western Conference Finals? I forget. Was it OKC? Was it the Clippers?
I think it was OKC. It was OKC.
Or was it the Nuggets? Was it the Nuggets series?
Maybe they participate in the multiverse or something.
Yeah, maybe Kendrick Perkins got his third eye open.
And you got to see it because he has the list of the betting odds. And Luke is number 1 on the betting odds again this year or whatever. So they were asking him who's going to be their first guy. And his reason literally was, I'm going to go with the guy that made it to the Western Conference Finals. And I'm like,
and he said it confidently.
We lost to in the Western.
So the reason you're going with them is because he went to the conference finals. So the distance you went, pause. He's like, yeah. So why wouldn't you go with the guy that went to the finals?
Man, look, I will say this: ESPN is not the only place, and I haven't watched them in like at least 5 years. But it's not because like they weren't doing good content. I just stopped watching.
No, also, you had it right.
Channel wasn't a part of my cable package no more. But anyway, I'm talking about NBA TV. Back when I was watching, when they had guys like Dennis Scott, Brent Barry, Steve Smith,
yep,
Sam Mitchell, Isaiah Thomas, Sam Mitchell. Now they are with Turner, so there will be times you will get a Shaq on there. But when it comes to inside the NBA, you got Kenny Smith, who I think is obviously the most knowledgeable out of the crew when they're not doing bullshit. I mean,
it might be Ernie Johnson.
Yeah, it really might be.
Okay,
Ernie.
I meant out of the players. I meant out of the players.
I got my opinions on Kenny too, but go ahead.
Because it's for sure Ernie. Now, granted, being the most knowledgeable out of Shaq, Kenny, and Charles is a low bar, but still. Yeah, I don't know what NBA TV is doing now, but they always had, for the most part, pretty insightful basketball talk and basketball knowledge. But ESPN, absolutely not.
It's
Absolutely
WWE. It's scripted promos. That's all it is. I'm gonna ask the same question I asked to end the show last week to you guys. Who are the anchors of SportsCenter? Who can tell me?
Is it Stop Van Pelt?
That's at night, the one show he gets. Okay.
Yeah, he's
for the rest of
good.
when I was a kid, I used to know all the anchors and used to watch
Oh
SportsCenter.
yeah, I only know
religiously
Scott Van Pelt now.
Tell me who the anchors of SportsCenter. You don't know. Oh, look at Google trying to tell me right now. But
The transition be too much.
it's done. Like, we don't watch SportsCenter anymore because it's not important. It's about hot takes, first take. It's Stephen A. Smith. It's his network.
They don't even put much into their other shows anymore. Like coming up, used to have Sports Nation. What else? Around the Horn. Mike.
It's about time for PTI and all them to they need to get fresh. Pause. Like fresh anchors and all. Like even them dudes, Mike Wilborn, you can tell he's not watching games like that anymore.
Yeah, Mike
Wilborn, I'm
packed
so
it in.
disappointed in him.
Yeah, like
he packed it in, bro.
He's done. So I'm like, you need new energy there, but they just no one cares, man. Like I don't
they used to have a show called NBA Tonight, like that will play during the season with Cassidy Hubbard, and you would have Tim Legler. Like
Tim Legler. Is he still in? Tim Legler?
Tim Legler is still there. I was popping up on people when he had Rachel Nichols and all, and doing the little NBA with Chauncey Billups and
Scotty and
Paul Pierce and all them. I thought that was cool. Like, you don't have to agree with everything that, like I said, Paul
Pierce was a little crazy.
I don't agree with everything Paul Pierce says, but Paul Pierce, I know why he says it, if that makes sense. Like the whole thing with him and Dwayne
Wade. I'm tired of getting a piece of him. I want the whole load. That's when I was like, get this man on TV.
Hey, you know what though? I told King this. If y'all think about this, ESPN started falling off when right after they had those second cuts at ESPN. And I told King, I said, bro, if you think about it, who were the people that they cut on those second cuts? You didn't cut a Kendrick Perkins. You didn't cut a Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cut whoever else. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cut those people who just go out here and just say wild stuff. You started cutting those insightful people, which kind of gave you an idea of where they were turning. They don't care about exactly. Like I said, all these guys on all these shows that people keep posting on Twitter and stuff, all saying the exact same thing. Now they're all running with that same narrative. Every last one of them all running with the same narrative that, listen, Oklahoma City is the best team to ever be assembled in the history of mankind. Dallas didn't do nothing this offseason, but man, that Isaiah Hartenstein for $30 million, that Alex Caruso who can't stay healthy a whole season. Oh my God!
So if this was such a massive pickup, right, Max? Y'all, two questions. One, why didn't the Knicks pay Isaiah Hartenstein $30 million and let him start? Because Mitchell Robinson going through injuries and all right now again.
They don't have anyone after that too.
But they wouldn't have paid him that because he's not a starting center worth $30 million. Also, why ain't Alex Caruso changed the Bulls up? Why Alex Caruso such a big piece? They had a team supposedly making the playoffs. With,
King, you actually got to play games to change teams. So
okay, all right. But they made the best moves. I got you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm with you too, Reese. We said this on the show. We talked about the use of Klay Thompson. We talked about this. I don't know. People keep picturing Klay Thompson of 2016. He's not that Klay Thompson anymore. The way our team is constructed, we're not asking him to be that.
No,
we're asking you to be a way more consistent Tim Hardaway, somebody that, like y'all said, that's gonna command attention. That's going to make it easier for Luka and Kyrie. That's going to open the lanes up. That's going to open the live game up for our centers. We've said this a million times. Y'all don't think we could have used just that one consistent one consistent shooter in the finals?
Yeah.
That's all we needed. Thompson was Klay Thompson last year. Klay Thompson can be Klay Thompson from last year, this year for us. Literally, Klay Thompson is being crucified for being a 1/2 on Golden State. If he'd have gave us what he gave us last year, he'd have been way better than Tim. We'd have been like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm say all we needed was a good Tim Hardaway.
Yes. And on top of that, like with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're asking, people keep thinking like he gonna come in here and be a superstar. He's gonna come in. He's already said this before too. He's coming in to fit a role. We need you to fit a specific role, man. Like I said, we know what you can do. We know what he. Matter of fact, this dude shot better contested than your boy did wide open. Yeah. Think about that for a second. He had better percentages shooting contested than y'all's favorite shooting guard of all time. Shot with completely wide open. Ain't nobody leaving Klay open.
If y'all watch Klay Thompson highlights, his shots, the shot selection there's like constant hands in his face.
Yes,
be like questionable.
The thing that kind of flips me out about I guess some of the talking points when we first acquired Klay, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, we will have to change up our whole offense. We need to get him coming off screens and catching, getting him a movement shooter." And I'm like, dude, okay, and I get it too. Our offense at some times needs to be more dynamic. Mm-hmm. However, you can't tell me that Klay Thompson is one of the 2 greatest shooters of all time, and then say on the same breath that he can't stand and shoot wide open shots, catch and shoot regular practice shots. Like, this is the shots that when he steps on the floor, this is the types of shots he's about to get with Luke and Kyrie are the type of shots that he walks in practice warming up with.
Yep.
Like, we don't need you running off multiple screens, right?
If you actually paid attention and watched the games like y'all claim they did, you will see how many times Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ and all them guys were wide open in that finals and just didn't hit their shots. The shots are there.
19% or something like that.
Exactly.
If Klay
Thompson in those positions, bro, it's a different story. We've been saying this.
If Klay Thompson, like I said, if he just shoots, catch and shoot shots like Enyi says, you're a better team.
Better.
But you shouldn't do that because you're underutilizing him if you just do that. Because guys should be setting screens. We should change our offense now with this key. Like, even if you had a Reggie Miller on your team.
No, you're right. We just saying like just
no. I'm agreeing.
Bro. Bare minimum.
I'm agreeing. If he did bare minimum, we'd be better. We'd be better. But
replace Tim Hardaway
with just Klay Thompson and say do the exact same thing. Klay Thompson for the rest of his career will always be better than Tim Hardaway Jr. That's how I feel. Klay Thompson for the rest of his career, we got him for less than Tim Hardaway Jr. Will always be better than Tim Hardaway Jr. I will stand behind that. I guarantee it. Like my guy, what's that? No JC in them off of Denzel, Blue Magic or whatever. But if Klay Thompson just did that, we'd be fine. Klay Thompson going to come off the screens and all, though. I think they're going to open that up in the offense. I think Jason Kidd has to do that. But if you add that wrinkle, like, oh, we got him for less. I don't understand how it's an issue. How can anybody say it's a bad move when we have Klay Thompson for less than Tim Hardaway Jr. was making? How is that a bad move? There's nothing wrong about it. Like, if at the end of the day we were sitting around and saying, damn, we need you play in the finals right now, just make some threes. I got more confidence in Klay making 16.6 to say you come on in here and make some threes. He going to shoot and make a couple than Tim Hardaway Jr. did.
One thing that can happen. So we looked at the numbers last year about Luka, or who's the most blitz player in the league, and it was like Luka and then like Miles and Miles and Miles and then number 2. That can't happen.
Yep.
Nope.
With that lineup. If Luka's 1, it's not going to be that far of a distance between 1 and 2 because you can't. Because if you do it, you dump it to Derek Lively. Derek Lively looks to the left, he sees Kyrie Irving. Looks to the right, he sees Klay Thompson. Looks to the corner, he sees PJ Washington. It's free rank. Like, what can you do?
That's a story right there.
PJ's going to have
because he.
Go ahead. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say that's a story right here. Just being able to put Derek Lively in a position to where he can have so many options to choose from. Then you got Klay Thompson, and how you mentioned just a second ago, he shoots them with people's hand in his face, and we already know the narrative is Luka likes to dribble, and then pass it off last second. Either way it goes, it's a win-win for us because we got somebody who will take the shot instead of having like Maxey that'll get it and sometimes hesitant. We throw it to Klay. Klay's going to pull it. So I'm assuming we probably throw it to Kyrie first and then get it over to Klay.
Y'all know
Luka didn't be able to make it work.
Y'all know Luka didn't lead the league in dribbles this year? I think SGA had more dribbles than Luka did this year.
No, let the national media tell it.
I think Luka, for the first time in a while, didn't lead the league in dribbles this year. But that's stuff that when it doesn't matter, they don't bring it up. It's not like for them or their statement when it doesn't matter. But to go back to what you just said about being open, that 4 position is going to be very important this year. Like this is going to be the easiest basketball of PJ Washington's life this year. Like he has to do something. I believe in PJ Washington. I love PJ Washington.
Yep.
But it's going to be a microscope on him because he's going to be so wide open and just so open driving lanes and all that just to do something. PJ has to do something. So, like I said, that 4 position, somebody going to benefit like tremendously from that.
And the thing to watch on that 4 position is Najee shot 39% from 3 last season. He's somewhat streaky between his seasons, but if he gets a little bit of room on PJ, he has the ability to do a lot of playmaking from the post, and he can work out of the post as well. He's good at attacking closeout, and he throws lobs, and he got floater game. So these are a lot of things that's going to cause PJ to step his game up, and it's going to be good to watch. This season going to be epic.
I think they're going to try to get Najee to defend smaller guys. Go ahead, Reese.
And what Enyi talked about as far as like them not being able to blitz Luka, this is why and I understand when people say, oh man, I wish Klay could come off the bench and we could start like Najee Marshall or something like that. I hear that. But from an offensive standpoint, the advantage that you have on the floor when you're starting the game with Luka, Kyrie, Klay, Derek Lively, PJ Washington, there's no weakness offensively. If you want to say, oh yeah, we'll leave PJ. See how that worked out for OKC. Leave him in the corners if you want to. That's all I'm saying. That's where he's most comfortable, in the corners. If he's in the corners for the offense, and if you want to leave him, that's on you.
You know what?
I don't want to hear, oh, y'all just won because PJ Washington made threes. Well, we just won because y'all left him open.
and think about this too, Reese. Look how quick it took. Look how long you see how he came in. He was kind of struggling on his threes and all that. Look how long it took from when he got here to when we got to the playoffs. How long it took for him to step to get better on his 3-point shot.
And people
just within that small window. Just imagine what he's going to do with a training camp, an off season, and a whole entire season. What do you think he's going to do then?
People don't talk about the type of transition that PJ Washington had, and it's actually quite difficult when you go into a situation where essentially you're just they're rolling out a ball in Charlotte. They play. Half the time they're tanking, lose, right? But PJ gets traded into a situation where the team is trying to win. Now you got to play structured basketball. Like if you look at PJ, what he was doing in Charlotte, he played a lot more loose because it was just like just
get your ball, get your shots,
get your shots up, right? But now it's like, bruh, all right, we need you to exist within a concept of an offense that we're running. So we need you to find shots. Or we need not necessarily find shots, but we need you to find spots where Luka can get you the ball, where we have to or Luka can manipulate the defense away from you, and then when you get your opportunities, you got to take advantage. So it's a lot more pressure. It was like, for example, if you saw Dwight Powell when we were tanking, he was hitting from the 3. But if you see Dwight Powell trying to take a shot when games matter, he's airballing. Shit's different when stuff is actually mattering. Right?
Whoa, hold on, man. You saw them analytics, Andy. Don't do that, bro. You saw the analytics number. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So the type of transition that PJ Washington made last year, way more because you remember too, a lot of people were being dumbasses and saying, "Oh, Grant Williams, he started off, playing better than PJ," and they're like, "Oh, Charlotte won the trade," and they're like, "Shut up!" Like Grant, he's playing in a situation where they don't give a fuck. Like, sorry, excuse my language, but they don't care. Like, do what you got to do. There's no pressure. Where he's like, bro, we're in the playoffs. We're trying to put ourselves in a position to win. So it's like every shot matters.
And when he was in the position to try to win, what was he doing then? Giving you zeros?
Exactly. He started strong, but then what happened? He regressed back to the mean, and that mean was very unimpressive.
Exactly.
So we had to get rid of him. Now,
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my bad.
Sorry. I'm very excited about PJ. I'm excited about the pieces that we have around Luke and Kyrie. For first time, they're way more dynamic than what we've had in the past. In 22, if Dorian couldn't shoot, pass it back to Luka. If Reggie couldn't shoot, pass it back to. Now it was like, y'all can attack, and you can completely change the dimensions of the defense and completely just discombobulate just by taking a few dribbles off of the damage that Luka and Kyrie already did off the pick and roll. Now you got to have the defense scrambling all over the place. So I'm excited for PJ to take advantage of that. Najee Marshall, to point out the difference between him and DJ. DJ just, he had his moments, but Najee is way more dynamic offensively. He can shoot,
skill,
he can play make.
Skill.
It's like, yo,
people say we're gonna miss DJJ dunking, and I'm like,
yeah, that's the only thing.
I don't even think so because think about it. Who do you trust going one-on-one with somebody and making a layup or finishing at the rim? DJJ or Najee? Who do you trust more?
I told you already. I've been screaming this. I'm gonna scream it one more time. I've been saying Najee is better than PJ. I mean, than DJJ.
I've been saying that. It could be a layup. It don't matter. Like 2 points is 2 points.
Or King, he's gonna give you options. Either he can score it or he's gonna set somebody else up.
Yeah. But Najee,
I didn't trust him. Yeah, exactly. I didn't trust DJJ to set nobody else up. It was like you go to the hole.
I didn't trust DJJ to put the ball on the floor.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was one-dimensional.
But he did make that one miracle shot though against Minnesota that helped us win the game.
Don't get it twisted. All of DJJ, I greatly appreciate everything he did the season he was here.
Yeah, I do too.
But he's gone now, and we got somebody else. We got to move on. And better.
Add a piece in there, Reese. He's better. I've been saying it. I'm not. That's not hating on DJJ. I feel like we got better. I've been saying it this whole offseason.
Realistically speaking, the only thing we lost is that we're probably not going to get the most viewed highlight of the season. That's it.
I don't know. We might because we got skill, man.
We might not.
Skills dunk.
We might not.
You're right.
We might not. Luke and Kyrie. I don't know. We might.
And then it's like Twitter who ain't really
y'all forgetting about one person.
Who did?
Derek Lively.
Oh, Derek Lively.
It's less dunks for DJJ. Who's getting them?
I want Lively playing.
And my boy Daniel Gafford.
Lively need to play like 20-30 this year.
But all these people on Twitter who ain't really been watching the Mavericks. Seriously, they like, oh man, the Mavericks about to fall off defensively. What they about to do? Who they about to have guard somebody? They lost DJJ. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this for everybody.
Okay, hold up.
Y'all realize before we got PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, Derek Jones Jr. was on the team, and our defense was ass.
I said this.
I just said it earlier about the DJJ didn't get no recognition until after the trade deadline.
Yeah. Derek Jones Jr. wasn't the one that changed the defense. It was the addition of Daniel Gafford and PJ
Washington. Yes, sir.
Hey, let me have on the team.
Wasn't he
Daniel Gafford? Huh?
Wasn't he at the rotation at some point in the year?
He kept going back. He kept going back and forth, starting and going with Tim Hardaway Jr.
He should have never been on the bench.
Josh Green as well. I think Josh Green. Remember when we started the season? Who was supposed to be the most impactful defensive player on the team last year when we first started? Grant Williams. It wasn't DJJ. DJJ was almost not on the team.
Yeah,
he was almost done the NBA.
He was the last pickup of the
we love DJJ. I would have gave him the 10 mil. I probably gave him the full MLE. Real talk. But when we, like Relle said, when Nico found out he can get Najee for less than 10 mil, you say peace. You have to DJJ and say you can go ahead be a start on the Clippers. We need Najee Marshall.
I asked King this on the show. I said, that's why I asked y'all to piggyback what you said, Reese. Let me ask you this question because you asked the question. Let me ask you another question. On top of that, we added 5. We lost 3 guys. Who were those 3 guys?
Josh Green, Tim Hardaway, Derek Jones Jr.
Gotcha. Okay, now we added 4 guys. Who were the 4 guys?
Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson.
Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson, Jamarian Sharp, Kessler Edwards.
I mean, the
who else?
main four.
Dinwiddie, man.
Yeah, Dinwiddie. Top of the main four guys.
Spencer Dinwiddie, yeah.
Yeah. So out of those three guys we lost, who were known for defense on that? Out of those three guys,
Spencer
Derek Jones Jr.
DJJ. That's it. Josh Green was the one everybody was yelling that couldn't get through screens.
He was the thought of a defender.
So out of the four guys we added,
Josh frustrated me as a defender. He would do this thing where like he would anticipate the screen and just completely turn his hips.
Yep. So
he will completely open up a lane to the basket. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
So y'all say one defender, right?
Marshall are better defensively than everybody we lost.
So okay, so I'm just trying to make sure. So you just named out two guys on the new guys. So we lost one defender out of the guys we lost, and we gained two people. Then how do we lose defense?
We gained three people.
Yes, two people
differently. Bro, Klay Thompson is a better defender than Josh Green.
Yes.
And it's insane to say that, but it's true. I'm saying like it's insane. Like it's
at this point.
I was talking to DDP. I was talking to DDP earlier too about this. And I think because Klay Thompson is not the Klay Thompson at his height, which if you guys don't remember was
the best two-way guy.
One of the best. He was
one
top
or
three.
two
top
best
three.
two-way players in the league. So they're comparing what he is now to what he was back then, and the drop-off is pretty big. However, he's probably not as bad as people are saying. He's not a cone. He's very intelligent defensively, team-wise.
Yes.
Right.
Is he better than Tim Hardaway?
Yes.
Okay, then we're done. That's it.
2-3 times more defensively. Yes. Not even talking about.
I mean, I know
he's for a fact he's better than
Klay don't even dribble.
other than DJJ.
There is nothing
even better. We don't even want him to dribble.
Tim Hardaway Jr. does better than Klay Thompson.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing.
He doesn't even get up bad shots better than Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
So
Klay's a better decision maker than Tim Hardaway.
Klay Thompson is a great decision maker. Actually, we're going to see that this year when he's actually passing guys for open cuts and all that, which he did last year for their rookie. What was it? Jordan something or what's his name?
Three names.
But
like Jackson or something?
Klay Thompson, there is nothing, and I'll repeat, there is nothing that Tim Hardaway Jr. can do better than Klay Thompson. There is nothing. Nothing.
Whitney.
No. Oh no, I could go sing it, but there is nothing. Not even. I would usually say that Tim Hardaway Jr. has
nothing positive.
Yes, exactly. I would usually say that Tim Hardaway Jr. has one of the prettiest shots in the NBA. Right, his shot ain't even prettier than Klay, man. Like. You feel me? Like there is nothing that Tim Hardaway Jr. has better than Klay Thompson, man. I'm sorry. You know, give him love for that. I say, damn, Tim's supposed to be nice because his jump shot, he get lifted.
Yeah, he does have a nice jump shot.
Like,
you know what?
Especially
you know what's funny?
He has a nice jump shot.
Speaking of Tim Hardaway, great segue. Let me show y'all this video.
Oh God, here we go. I already know. I seen it.
Let me see. I think you
didn't see this.
I think you retweeted it, Reese. But hold on, check this video, yeah. Check this video out.
Your family almost got a ring last season.
Yes.
He went from someone they paid that was playing a lot, and then all of a sudden just wasn't playing no more. What was it like trying to just keep his mental into it, and what were those conversations like during that time where he should have been out there and just wasn't?
As a pops, it's tough knowing that your son's supposed to be out there. He knowing that he can help the team win, but for some reason, Jason Kidd, Nico are not telling nobody what's the deal. And that's the hard part. I played with you on the 2000 Olympic team. We got gold together. We all in this fraternity together. And you don't have the dignity to go to my son and just say, hey, this XYZ, this is why I'm not playing you. So when they was talking about my son not playing and he coming in, not shooting the ball, well, first of all, you got to get the ball. It's all up to Luka because Luka running the whole show there.
Right.
I was there talking to him. I was there consoling him. I was there just like a father's supposed to be and making him understand it's going to be all right. It's better days to come.
Hey, bro.
Hey, when you lack self-awareness.
Yes. Enyi, yes.
Oh, it doesn't even make sense.
And then you compound.
I gotta watch my language. I gotta watch my language because, like, I'm so fucking annoyed at that clip. I'm so see there go.
It doesn't make sense. The whole thing just doesn't make sense.
I don't know why he's not out there.
They asked the wrong questions though. Like Matt set him up. Matt Barnes and them knew what they were trying to do with that question because they came back. You see what Matt was saying when he should have been out there for sure. But no, hell no, because I probably can see a video in the past where you were saying Tim Hardaway was trash and couldn't make a shot and all that. Why is he in there? But now when Tim Sr. is there, you're saying he should be in there. 1, 2, Tim Hardaway doesn't lack shooting. Like when he comes in the game, when he gets the ball, he shoots the ball. He lets it go.
Permission to let it fly.
That game where he scored all them points against Boston, didn't he get in the game in the fourth quarter and get like 15 points on like 5 threes in a quarter? No. That didn't happen. My bad. So
you know what that reminds me of? Did y'all watch all that growing up?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it was the Amanda Bynes segment when people would give her a fan letter. Dear Amanda, that's me. My son Tim Hardaway, for some reason, isn't getting any playing time anymore with the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh yeah, he's still the truth. Don't worry. Yeah.
It's because he can't freaking make a shot.
And you know what's funny about that too? Wasn't he on a show and they showed him clips of his son hitting the side of the backboards multiple times?
Bro,
but no, we don't know why he didn't play.
Didn't Jason Kidd say we gotta get Tim out this funk and allow him to shoot the ball? Didn't Jason Kidd literally say that one time before?
Hold on, didn't Jason Kidd also say we're gonna put some chicken in his locker?
Yeah, get him some chicken and watch Major League
or whatever.
Watch Major
League.
He said, get him some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, I think he did try to baby him the whole season when they tried to say he was 6th man of the year earlier in the season. Remember? Oh, he the greatest guy ever. He gonna be 6th man.
Wasn't this also the same guy that they kept playing over Jaden Hardy? That people kept asking why Jaden Hardy not playing? But yeah, he didn't
be traded a long time ago. Look, I mean, like Pops, you got to help your son out. You can't be the person being outside the game telling them, "Yeah, I just don't know why they're not playing you." You're seeing him shoot it off the side of the backboard.
Pops, why can't your son dribble? When you one of the best dribblers in the NBA history,
how come you haven't sat him down and taught him? What was it? The double cross or whatever.
When you one of the greatest dribblers in NBA history, why can't your son dribble? Why do we cringe every time your son put the ball on the floor?
You know
why your son got some of the lowest basketball IQ of all time?
You know what?
THJ really drives me somewhere that I can't get back from. His dribbling is beyond me. The things that he do, it literally have you turning off the TV, throwing stuff at the TV just to see him attack the basket.
My friends laugh every time they see Tim Hardaway in because they know my reaction. Because I'm always yelling, "Why is Tim in the game?" Like
he threw a lob.
You know he's gonna shoot it.
He threw a lob to the shot clock. He threw a lob to the shot clock.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I remember going into the start of all the series, and my thought process was, for the first couple of games, whenever he gets in, get him shots. Because it would be important if he was able to get out of this funk. It would have been a game changer.
Yep.
Right? However, this is the playoffs we're talking about. And that's not something that you can just try liberally. You got to be real, like possessions.
Bro, he tried all season, Enyi. He tried all season.
It's ever since that trade, its pitch shot was gone.
It was no. It wasn't ever since the trade. No, it went 0. It was before the trade. Like, I mean, like at the beginning of the year, once the year switched, because he had a hot like what was it, October, November
scorer on the team.
October, November, he was a beast. He was scoring like 20 a game, and everybody was like, he's gonna be the 6th man of the year. I told y'all,
he had a game where he put up 40 with Kyrie.
Then he started going up and down. He got back to streaky Tim Hardaway Jr. for a second. Then once the new year started, right before the All-Star break and all that, he got ice cold. He had that one game with Kyrie where they kept going back to say, well, look at Luka, because even Tim Hardaway Sr. was saying it. The game without Luka there, he put up 40 points and all. That's the only game he had. He had more zeros than he had like 10 points at some point.
Let me say this.
No, it was very evident why he was not playing. He was useless. I would have literally played Bertans before Tim Hardaway.
I miss Bert though.
Not Dave Bert.
I miss Bert.
Man, look, I expect nothing less in that clip from a guy who, till this day, is still upset that people like Allen Iverson's crossover more than his.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Have self-aware. You don't. We played on the same gold Olympic team. You don't have the dignity to tell my son why he not playing. Okay, well, if you want me to tell your son why he's not playing, we can have a meeting. We can sit down. I can show you footage of when your son is on the court not doing anything, and that'll tell you why he's not playing. Talking about, he's not getting the shots. That's on Luka. Tim Hardaway Jr. averaged 12 shots a game last year.
He's another guy I don't listen to because the reason he wasn't in the Hall of Fame for so long is because of his mouth.
Yep.
So why are we listening to him? He talks a bunch of wildness. That's what Tim Hardaway Sr. is known for.
That's true. That's true.
That's exactly true. The reason he
talk about the fact
doubled
that
down on it.
Hold up.
The deepest we've ever gone in the playoffs.
Tim Hardaway averaged how many shots?
12.
Yeah.
12.
You say he averaged how many shots?
12.
12. John Morant, 12. Dwight Howard, 12.
Hey,
you said Tom Brady.
Family, y'all gonna have me cussing somebody out up here.
And shot under
12 shots. He can have them.
Field goal percentage.
Field goal percentage, 40%.
Oh, man.
Okay. He did good. Great job.
He said he did good.
Great job.
That's
3-point
the field goal.
34.
3-point percentage, 35%.
35%.
And that's counting that good start of the season that he had.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
been a
good
good
and the great. It wasn't a good start. It was historic. He was on his way to win Sixth Man of the Year at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He was that dude.
That was his career right there. That was the best of his career. Yeah, I with y'all, man. That's why I said I'm with King. I don't listen to Tim Hardaway Sr., bro. That dude's a clown. You really playing oblivious, like you literally wasn't on your own show or whatever that show is he be on, and they showing you clips of your son hitting the side of the backboard, but you don't know why. Then you want to blame it on Luka when your dude gets 12 shots a game. You get 12 shots a game. I'm guaranteeing you, if Klay got 12 shots a game, he ain't shooting 40% total from the field.
And he getting wide open shots
duck
too.
their heads for safety when your son puts up the 3, but you don't know why he's not playing.
Bro, and he's getting wide open shots too. It's not
cold world.
They say Klay take bad shots. We not even gonna be affected by it because if he takes shots, is like all his shots be better than Tim Hardaway Jr. shots, even his bad ones. Like I'm serious. So he's gonna take some bad shots, but he's gonna make some bad shots. Timmy don't make bad shots usually. You get what I mean? He does sometimes. You're like, damn, Timmy, you yelling and all that.
You gotta be hot. He gotta be.
There's a bunch of times you're like, damn, Timmy, stop shooting the ball, man.
Yeah.
Let's just say it like this: I'm not gonna question his shot selection, and I'm not gonna cringe when he shoots the ball.
Probably, yeah.
So
they just if he missing, he missing. When Tim's shooting, I'm like, don't shoot Tim.
Yeah, please stop shooting.
So I got a question.
What's up?
Do y'all think Klay Thompson will be able to be in a position to knock down those shots? Will we have leniency for him? Can he afford to take bad shots?
I don't think he's going to take a bunch of. So that's what I'm saying. Tim Hardaway was taking bad shots. If Klay Thompson was taking all the Tim Hardaway shots, he would make more than Tim Hardaway was taking. But I don't think he's going to shoot as many bad shots as Tim Hardaway because he has a better basketball IQ than Tim Hardaway Jr.
It wasn't like he was taking
I'm
that
not
bad
gonna lie.
shot because he has to. That was his choice to take those bad shots.
Yeah.
Klay not gonna put himself in a position to take those bad shots. That's the difference.
They had to take bad shots for Golden State because nobody else outside of Steph.
Yeah, they don't have the creators that the Mavericks have.
He's gonna literally play off of Luka and Kyrie. That's gonna be the easiest job he's had since Steph and KD.
Yeah. So if we're going off of what the offense was last year, we're talking about off the pick and roll, Luka's kicking it to the opposite corner or something, and then Klay is playing off of that. So even if they do get a good closeout, he can do something with that.
Yep.
Right? Where they were, screening and passing and doing whatever they do in Golden State, and Klay would get the ball and it would be like off the movement, hand in the face, put it up, still shot 39%. Right? Now we're talking, wide open. How many years in a row was the Mavericks at least top 3 in generating the
wide
most
open shots?
Like that's what they do.
Is Klay gonna hit the side of the backboard on wide open shots?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
If Klay gonna take ill-advised shots, if Klay gonna take ill-advised shots early in the shot clock.
No.
Absolutely.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
Is Klay gonna take ill-advised 35-footers?
Absolutely.
No. You feel like that's not what Klay Thompson
is. Klay gonna lob the ball up
shooters know they range
to the shot clock? Is he gonna lob it up to the shot clock?
And you see what you said? Hold up, you see what you said, Locke? You said shooters know their range. That's the issue. Tim not a shooter. He pretends to be a shooter. He's not really. We had a bunch of
he's an assassin.
I'm telling you, we have a bunch of pretend. Even Maxi Kleber gets the benefit of that supposed shooter, and it's like he's not a shooter. That's not a shooter.
Yeah,
Klay Thompson knows he's a shooter, so he knows his range. Yes, and Klay Thompson's a four-time champion.
What I tell you, I said there's a difference. You got people who are shooters, and you got people who can shoot.
Yes,
that's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like he can shoot. He's not a shooter.
Hell no.
Klay is a shooter.
I trust Timmy at the YMCA all day, not in the NBA game.
But hold on, let's get a couple of these questions in here because we got some.
Go and get your
Daniel Berry sports highlights. My bad. Go ahead, King. Hit it.
Salute.
No, you good. I was gonna say you doing your you gonna do the. I was gonna get to the questions, but
okay.
You ain't gonna do the partner and all that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
He'd be like, I'm screwed up.
Well, no, I was trying to get this over. I know we got about 15, 14 minutes or whatever. So let me see. Where we at? Where is it? Oh, it's almost that time, man. Follow us on Playback, man, if y'all want to catch all the Dallas Mavericks games coming up this season. You got some wrestling events on there. We also talk classic basketball games from old school 90s basketball, man, on there too, on Playback under Glow Sun Productions, guys. So going over there, man, download the app wherever you get your apps from, guys. It is absolutely free. We do content over there too. So follow us on Playback, guys. But yeah, what's I about to do though?
Question
comments real quick. Yeah, we got hold on. Daniel Berry. He said he been a member for 2 months, man. Appreciate you, Daniel Berry, man. We appreciate you. Also, too, the MVP of the channel. Got Coy with the $4.99 dono, man. Is a Glow Yard member, of course. Says much love, guys. Appreciate you, Coy. Appreciate you. And then Coy's been he been a member for 20 months. Okay, Coy. That's one of our day oneers right there, man. That's one of our day oneers.
Standing on business.
It's on me right now. Yes.
Yeah, you can get a few of them in.
All right. Richard says, everybody's a Glow Yard member today. Richard says, you think new owners will put up with Mark running his mouth? LOL, not getting into the politics, just the fact that Mark is always talking and looking bad somehow, some way. I didn't even watch that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I saw Mark, I'm like, bro,
Mark's not an owner anymore. So
you said attention, man.
He's not.
He talk like he does, Reese. He talk like he is.
Yeah, no, he's still a minority owner. I think he owns about 27%. But he at the original I guess setup was he was going to run the day-to-day operations, but he's not doing that anymore.
Nah.
Enyi, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you just like I told King. And I want you to name. Me too. I want you to name one minority owner in the history of the NBA that ran a franchise. I'll wait. So when we had people who kept telling us, yeah, he gonna run it, because Mark Cuban said, first of all, Mark Cuban lies. That's one. I don't know why people keep falling for his lies. Mm-hmm. Second, there's no minority owner in history that runs a franchise over the owner, the actual owner. That's like you selling your house, Enyi. Mm-hmm. It's like you selling your house, and then you come into your house that you sold to me and telling me how to run the house. I bought the house from you. Why are you in my house? Like you don't own the house anymore.
Get out of my house.
You know what I'm saying? Get out of my house. Like what are you doing? Yeah, I'm selling you this house, but say, man, check this out. That couch, put the couch over there against that wall. Make sure this grass is cut right here. Like, bro, you sold the house to me. Why are you still talking to me?
Latte says patiently waiting for people on Twitter to panic about a loss in the preseason. I'm so ready for it. You already know how mad it is.
That's how you know the NBA season is hitting when people start panicking early, man. There's nothing better.
Facts. Hold on, do you have okay now? Big J, he's a 14-month member. Okay, Big J. He says, keep doing what you do. Finally about to get real basketball. We almost there, Big J. I'm officially saying this the start of the season is gonna be preseason game 1, y'all. So October 7th is gonna be our official new season of We Talk Mavs, man. So
oh man, I gotta tell Queen that you didn't put new news in there.
Night
telling me and all that. Breaking news and all on the show.
Hold on. You got 2 weeks.
Hold on. Nancy, what up, Nancy? She says, hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Also, Big J, hope you everything fine with your family and all too, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Hope your son doing good.
Says, hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to all your guests, Enyi, Locke, and Reese. Appreciate you, Nancy, as always.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I see DV in a second. And I know it's like 1 o'clock over there. Or 2 o'clock, actually. What up, DV?
What up, DV? From over the pond?
Yep. Johnny B says, here they go with this BS underglaze. They act like they added prime Giannis and prime Steph in the offseason. Tell them, Johnny B.
I can't wait till the season start, man. It's gonna be a lot of gonna be shutting up, man. Well, no, they're not gonna shut up. They're just gonna make more excuses.
Hey, Melissa, we see you. I see you too.
A lot of hurt feelings.
Let's see where we at. Damn, I don't see no WTMs. We might not be having a bunch. Richard says back up, power forward, small center. I guess is what he's saying we need still. When he backs him up, we need a backup power forward.
What's your feelings on Omax?
Hey man,
I don't want to see him play.
I would if Omax and somehow take Maxi's spot, that'll be fine. But right now, I'd probably rather see Maxi Kleber than Omax. I said that
Maxi is better than Omax.
Based on what?
Based on the summer league and all that, Maxi better than Omax.
Okay, so for me, the way I look at it is a lot of players. There are players in this league that play better when they have better pieces around them. Jalen Brunson didn't look good in the summer league. Never looked good in the summer league.
Yeah,
even though he played 1 year, and then
Hardy
really never looked good in the summer league, and he played in the finals. And there's times where he was one of the.
You don't think he looked good last year? I thought last year he looked good.
No,
they knocked him down.
Nobody looked good in the
he
summer.
Was like 20-something a game.
Yeah, he was like 20-something a game.
I don't think it was very inefficient.
I feel like
I feel like Omax can benefit off of playing with more competent players because his role is not going to be.
I hear you, Enyi.
Yeah.
The reason why I think a lot of these people are kind of like, yo, we did whatever on Omax. Omax looks lost when he's out there.
Yeah.
He still looks a step slow on the offensive end, and he still looks like he just kind of he needs about a couple more years before he gets there. That's why I'm not sitting here saying put him in right now like everybody else is. Like, you got to bring him up. If you really want him to become who y'all think he could become, you got to bring him up slow, man. Because like King just said, it's not just the fact that he didn't look good in summer league. It's how he looking in general.
He didn't look like an NBA player
right now.
He didn't look like an NBA player.
He didn't look like he was already in the NBA. Like when you saw other folks, they were being highlighted, and you can see them like at times and say, "Oh, okay, you got skill and all."
Jaden Hardy, even though he wasn't efficient, he still like an NBA
he was already in the NBA the way he was scoring buckets. They were trying to give him the playmaking. That was his problem last year. Like he couldn't do the playmaking, and they were like trying to play point guard. Omax this year though was like they were giving him the ball, and it was like Omax. These other guys like they better than you right now. Like, and that's not to be a knock. It's just they were.
Hell, Melvin was looking better than him.
Yeah, that was looking like man. They look better than Omax right now. Only one that really looked like there was an NBA player was AJ Lawson, and obviously he's an NBA player. So I was like, he dropping 20, but it didn't really matter. But I just wanted Omax to do something to establish something in the summer league. Like I just hope.
For some people they're just more complimentary players, and when the players that they're complimenting are not that good, it's not going to be a good look for them. So I'm hoping that when we get to the preseason, I hope Omax gets looks with the Kyries, with the Lucas, and not with the guys at the end of the bench, because then you're just reinforcing what we already thought.
But our end of the bench is pretty good now, ain't he? He'd be out there running them. Like he should be able to.
When I say end of bench, I'm saying end preseason. Bench. You're dealing with the 10 people and the guys who are on unguaranteed contracts.
I want him just to put up. I just want him to look like a player with NBA players. Like I don't want to look like last year. I want him to be like, oh, you can do something. Like you're wide open, make that shot, Omax, or go to the rim. He can't jump off of one leg.
And like I was.
It still looks like it hasn't slowed down for him. That's
yes, exactly. And like I told King, I know you talking about it's because he's gonna be fitting a role and playing off of guys. Gigi Jackson's gonna be playing off of people, but he stood out in summer league. Jaden Hardy, like I said, he playing off of people, but he still stood out in summer league. Like we put you in that position to see exactly what you can do. We're giving you the free reins, we're giving you the leeway, all that stuff to show us what you can do, and he didn't do that. And that's why I think a lot of people kind of like, we gonna wait on Omax. We even had people in the glow yard tell us go ahead and trade Omax. I wasn't going that far, but I'm also not saying like put him in there right now. Just throw him in there. Like, nah, you gotta, especially in the position we're in right now. We're contending right now. I don't have time to sit there developing you and just throwing you in there right now to give you time or whatever, to just develop you, whatever.
If Omax and Maxey get you a bona fide backup power forward, you make that trade.
Yep.
No, I agree.
That's how I feel. Like at this point, I'm not waiting for Omax. Why? Like PJ's 25. Najee's what, 26? Something like that. Like, come on. There's no reason to wait for Omax anymore. He's either here or he's not. Same thing with Jaden Hardy at this year.
I think Najee's 24, 25.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's at that point. There's no reason to sit here and wait for Omax anymore. At least get some type of value out of him and trade him if you need it. It's to somebody else. Get off of Maxey or something like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
The thing that gets me with Omax is Omax has had more than enough time to show us more. And just like what Relle was saying, you had this whole summer league to show us more. But while averaging the most minutes over the whole summer league for the Dallas Mavericks, you did not lead in points. And you probably didn't lead in anything. And I think Gortman had more assists than him.
Gortman
they didn't even
better in the summer league than Omax.
It was a nice little POA. But see, when you got Omax moves too fast on defense to the point where he runs past the spot he needs to be in. He doesn't know how to move his arms or use his arms. And see, I ran track back in the day. That's all I'm saying. But I did a lot of training for people, and it's a certain way, the body mechanics that your body needs to move for you to be able to maximize the amount of effort, energy, and the space that you're taking up, so you can do everything you need to do and preserve as much energy as possible while looking like you're doing what you're supposed to do. Omax can't even fake it till he makes it. At this point,
he's looking like a taller Josh Green. I'm getting reminded of Josh Green again.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, I'm still holding out hope.
Yes, I am too.
I know. I still have stock. I still have stock in Omax shares, but yeah, the game does need to slow down for him. I mean, just like what you said. I mean, I'm looking at his arms when he's playing. It's like all over the place. It looks like he on crack or something like, or he just like drank like 4 cups of coffee right before the game. He's like jittery. Right. He's like, bro, you too big to be jittery. Like, calm down. You're supposed. It's more to me when I play basketball. It is more intimidating defensively when your player, the defenseman looks like solid.
Yeah.
And then you try to make a move. He's just like quick shift, already in the spot. You're like, oh shit, okay. But when he's like all jittery and shit, you can just like do like
follow him out.
Yep.
Follow him out.
He might make a
one move. Yep, and you got him. Yeah.
Got you. And you're going the other way. So hopefully somewhere down the road, maybe. I still want him to get playing time with the Lucas, because it's like, at least offensively, you're not going to be taking on such a burden, so you can at least put more effort into focusing on your defense, and hopefully the coaches aren't in his ear, just like, my man, calm down. Play like
he probably have.
He has a major weakness, and I caught it this in this summer league. I mean, yes, he cannot jump off of one leg, and that hurts him. It's you know how you look at him, you're like, well, this dude is 6'8". He has a 7'2" wingspan or whatever like that. He should be posterizing dudes all the time. It's because he can't go up off of one leg. If you watch him, he makes his move, his little wild move, his spin or whatever. He usually go up for a foul or he'll miss the layup or whatever because he goes up off of 2 feet. And he's not like a crazy athlete that like Jason Richardson could jump off of 2 feet and like do whatever he wanted to.
Or Derrick Rose jumped up
exactly
2 feet,
jumped up to 2 feet as well, but he just like get up high as hell over anybody. when you can't jump off of 2 feet and you can't knock down jump shots, offense is going to be hard. And it's going to be very
take
difficult for Omax. Yeah, he got to play with the big dogs, like you said, but he got to get something. Yeah. He got to knock down that 3-point shot or something, man, or they're not going to believe in him.
Yeah, he just got to, like I said, he has to slow the game down. And another thing too, like what Reese was saying, I don't want nobody to sit here. I know some of us want Maxey not to be in the rotation or whatever. Let's not rush it by throwing Omax into the fire, bro. He's not ready, bro. He's not ready.
I still want Dwight Powell off the team.
Absolutely, but Maxey though, if Maxey can be, if by the end of the season, Omax can push Maxey where we're saying Maxey minutes are limited and maybe Omax is that dude, it's a success. If I can successfully look at Omax and say you should be a part of the rotation now, it's a success for Omax. That's how I feel. If that doesn't happen, then I'm fine with trading him.
Let's get a couple more questions in. We're going to call it a night.
Johnny B says prime Klay was 21 points a game, 42 from 3. Last year, Klay was 18 on 39. They act like he fell off a cliff. Huh?
Well. No, Johnny, listen. Let me see how it works. He only fell off a cliff because he came to the Mavericks. When they were trying to push him to go to LA, I'm guaranteed all these talking points would not be coming up.
They would
not be coming up. It's the same thing. Exactly. It's the same thing that happened with the whole Kyrie thing. I told King this last year when we got Kyrie. I said, listen, the only reason why Kyrie isn't going to be doing this and that is because he went to the Mavericks. Before that, when they were trying to push him to go to LA, that would have been the best fit. He would have been the best player. He would have been the greatest teammate of all time if he had went to LA. But because he went to the Mavericks, he ain't going to be doing nothing.
Until it was undeniable. Until
it's undeniable right now.
It literally took the media till it was undeniable to what Kyrie was doing for them to give him his flowers. Where if he would have went to LA, it would have been off the jump.
Kareem, what up? Biggest fan of the show. He says King and Rel, don't forget Quentin Grimes, a better defender than THJ. And Green too. Probably better offensively as well, to be honest. At least play
Grimes probably better on the bench.
Every player that we lost, we've upgraded.
Yes.
I said, yep.
Immensely.
Richard says he's talking about his dad too. He says he's disabled and he cannot make it without his dad. That being said, his dad would never talk about him like that. He respects him more than that. How old is Timmy? I think Timmy, 33?
32, I think.
32? Okay, something like that. I don't know why Daddy on the show doing that. And Daddy and him ain't even have a good relationship. Man, mind your business, Tim Hardaway Sr. Why you always talking? Richard says, context, I hate over 30 players. Yeah, over 30-year-old players. We know that, Richard. He said, I'm taking Klay over Timmy, Maxey, Reggie, Doe, and most shooters other than Dirk.
What's his problem with over 30 players? I'm over 30.
Corey says, for some reason, your son is butt or duty. That's the reason. Keep your mouth shut. Senior, you're the main reason.
You definitely are one of the reasons, but it's what it is.
Big J, I'll get the last 4 right here, bro. I think we did the last one. Big J said, I think if Omax takes Maxey 10 to 15 minutes, he will be straight. He's saying, I think Big J saying it at some point if he takes that.
Well, that's if Maxey is still getting 10 to 15 minutes, but
man, knowing Jason Kidd, know what? Never mind. Let's wait for season. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave it alone. See what Jason Kidd does, man.
Let it go.
Yep.
Let it go.
Yeah, he's very
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
We hope so, Lot.
Because
obviously
we got Derek Lively shooting threes. We might get some Daniel Gafford out there. We might get some different mixed up lineups.
I think Lively
might be able to make it work.
I think Lively shoot probably like 10, 15 threes this year. That's it. I don't think he's going to shoot like a whole bunch of them. Not yet.
I can see
How often do you think he'll be in the corner?
Not that often.
Looking real good right now.
They're going to start running. They're going to start doing that same play like they did against Boston every now and then, just to run a wrinkle, probably out of like a timeout or something like that. But I don't think Derek Lively. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think.
I mean, other than running,
take out the short.
Other than running 5 outs, what's the benefit of Lively spotting up in the corner?
That's it. Running instead of playing Maxi Kleber, you play Derek Lively.
I guess
that's the benefit. If I want Derek Lively to hit the 3-point shot, Maxi does not have to play anymore at all. No more small ball 5. Now our small ball 5 is a 7'1" deep.
Yeah, that's true. Small ball doesn't mean small ball. It means skilled ball.
I mean skilled. Yep.
And then we're gonna have a lot of length out there as well.
Yep. Big J, I'm sorry, he said exactly. Omax is not a star. He's a serviceable backup. Richard says, Enyi, just me, but I'm taking Melvin over Omax. It might just come back and haunt me, but that's still my opinion. Saint, what up, Saint says the Lakers glaze is absolutely absurd.
It's absolutely absurd.
And Richard lastly says, I can't click it. Well, can you click the last message? For some reason, not letting me do it.
Yeah, you got it. It's on there.
The Saint one?
No, Richard.
Yeah, it says Saint on my screen. Now you got Richard right now. I couldn't click on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's on there. It was on there with
that's wild. It didn't say it on my screen. But Richard also says, Enyi, you're a young man, but you're not a pro athlete. LOL. I was going to say that too, but I'm glad you said it, Richard.
No, I'm just kidding. But you do need them over 30 players to win a championship. They have the experience. They're not going to be overwhelmed.
We got Klay and Kyrie, man. So the rest of them
can be
30. I feel.
Got a competent big 3. But listen, man, we definitely appreciate everybody rocking with your boys, man. Appreciate that the members here today. Thank our guests for showing up here today, man, and showing love to the channel and stuff like that, man. Listen, I got all of their info down in the description box below, guys. I got the links to their channels and to their podcast down in the description box below. Go ahead and follow them on all their socials. Also, too, man. Also, everybody, please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Everybody hit that like button, too. That'll help out build the algorithm up, like we said before, man. That'll help build the algorithm up, find more Mavs fans like yourselves to join the Glow Yard gang. And also, too, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button, guys. Or if you're on an iPhone, you have to go through Safari desktop version of YouTube, find our channel, and then click on the join button that way. If not, everybody can simply hit that join button, man, and become a member of the channel. Also, too, man, you guys can follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We think we'll have a show this Sunday evening, guys, so you guys can follow us on there. Subscribe to that one, hit the notification bell, help us get our second goal of 500 on there. Still a young, growing YouTube channel. We definitely would appreciate that. Also, too, guys, boy. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Also, too, follow these guys. Follow our guys, Jay and Will, man, for all NFL talk, man. They do shows every Sunday mornings, guys, before all the games kick off. Believe they're going to probably start doing recaps of the games and stuff, I think, during the week. I'm not sure yet. But you guys can follow them on that channel. Hit the notification bell, man, so whenever they get ready to drop their content, you guys can follow them, too. Help our guys get to theirs. I don't know what goal they have yet, but help them get to their first 100, man. They just started their channel, so you guys can help them. That would be much appreciated. Before we get to the guest, King, you got anything else I missed on here?
No, share, more share. Like is equivalent of a share. Trying to get to 3,000. I guess the goal now is to get to 3,000 subscribers by October 7th now. And that Relle said that's when the new season's starting. So hopefully we can get there. We're very close to it. Follow us on Playback as well. I actually got We Talk Kayfabe going on right now. I got to join you after the show, but we're doing SmackDown. Follow us there. But more to the guests, man. Let us know what they're doing or what they're up to.
What's up? Any you got anything coming up, man? You and
DDP, no, just look out. I think we might have a video coming here soon. If not, we'll probably have to reshoot it because we had some difficulties. But yeah, subscribe to the Dallas Prospect. Me and Derek are looking to get some content rolling off for this season. So stay tuned.
All right. What you got, Reese?
Me and Bears will be doing an episode coming up in the next few days. List of the top 50 players in the NBA. It'll be very stressful.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Bro hates it.
Good luck.
That will be out on the Mavs Outsiders podcast feed. So if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe.
Yeah. What you got, Locke? What's going on with you, man?
Man, I got a few things. I'm gonna drop a video tonight. It's gonna be either the 4 hot trash takes about the Dallas Mavericks from this past season. High fire. So make sure y'all check that out this evening. But I mean, other than that, stop by the Mavsphere. It's another resource that is also a one-stop shop for all things Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
disclaimer,
Yes, sir.
this is not I Talk Mavs, and this is not You Talk Mavs. This is We Talk Mavs.
Hey.
I like it, man. I like it. I like it. But yeah, man, listen, y'all heard these guys, man. Follow them. Like I said, they got the links all down in the description box below. You guys can follow them. You already know what to do for us, man. Subscribe to the channel. We will be back here on Tuesday, guys. Matter of fact, that is the week of
Media Day, right?
Media Day, yeah. So we might have some more content, man, to come from Media Day. So you guys stay tuned for that. But listen, man, with all that being said, man, it is your boys, Relle and King of We Talk Mavs. We talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. We got Enyi, Reese, and Lock on with us, man. We definitely appreciate these fellas. Catch us here on Tuesday, man. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs, stand on business, and we out.
Peace.